Good morning, Form 5! It's Friday and it's the last day of term. It's also Fancy Dress Friday if you're doing PE with Joe, and I hope you are because it gives you the perfect excuse to get your costumes out. Take a selfie of yourself or get someone to take a picture of you doing PE with Joe and share it with us, and we'll put together a collage of all of you doing your fancy dress PE. Also, try commenting on the video because we'd like to get a shout out for Portugal today. There hasn't been one yet. So let's have everybody on there at 9 a.m. Get yourself a costume out. It could be anything, a hat, a cape made of a blanket, or a costume that you have maybe from Carnival. But find something and have some fun this morning. Okay, costumes aside, I just want to say thank you and well done for everything you've done over the last 3 weeks now. It's not been easy, it's been different, but you've all mostly embraced it and thrown yourselves into it and worked your socks off. The work that you've produced, I would say, is on par with what you're producing in the classroom. Sometimes it's better because you're taking more time and you're choosing when to do things. And some of you are using the opportunity to come and ask for help during the live sessions. So I have to say I've been really impressed on the whole with how you've approached virtual school. And yes, it may continue next term, we don't know how long for, but I'm confident that it will be great because you've shown me that so far. So onwards and upwards. If you have any outstanding work, if you've got any work that you did not submit this week, please make sure you do. I will be marking it and giving feedback over the next few days and catching up on everything. Make sure I don't miss anything. And I'll also be updating the house points for things like read theory, mathletics and so on. So make sure you catch up and then take your break. Okay, today, 9 to 9:30, PE with Joe Wicks, get costumes on. It's not compulsory, but it will be fun. 9:30 to 10 is a reading activity or reading group. There's only one reading group today. So most of you will be doing a reading activity. That means listening to Song of the Dolphin Boy and doing your own reading and read theory quizzes, AR quizzes, and so on. From 10 till 11, we suggest that you do maths because I will be on Zoom to help you out. Then take a break, then do English until lunchtime. Miss Payne will be online on Zoom from 11 till 12. After lunch, do your Portuguese work and then do your ICT work. And then at 3 o'clock, there is a compulsory PE lesson with Miss Payne on Zoom. Compulsory means you have to be there. She will be checking. There are still readers going on today. If you were scheduled to read with Mrs. Simpson, you will be reading with me today. So you know my code. Please join at the correct time. I'll try to remind you, but you need to be planning out your own day by now. I won't go through every task because every task has instructions. What I will say is that the English work, the focus is to use vocabulary and develop your imaginative detail. So make sure you do that. Also make sure you do the self-evaluation and the editing part of the lesson. It's really important. And ask Miss Payne if you're not sure of anything, if you want any feedback. Make sure it goes on to Seesaw and I will be able to mark it over the next few days. Maths is continuing on averages, but today is median, mode and range. The work is on Seesaw, so you don't need to look on Teams. I've put it on Teams as an assignment, but the actual work is on Seesaw as an activity so that you can write on the sheets directly and just submit it easily. So please make sure you do that. Don't forget to mark your work before you submit. It just helps you to reflect on what you've done at the time you've done it. It is much more meaningful if you're marking it when you've just finished than if you look back at what I've marked after Easter, it won't mean as much. So please mark it and reflect before you upload. ICT is continuing your coding course. D, use your secret words that I sent to you. I have sent them to you, some of you twice. Please write them down if you need to, so that you can find them easily in the future. Try to get to level 10 if you can by the end of today, and if you can't, try to catch up in the holidays. And then Portuguese and exercise at 3 p.m. Please make sure that you communicate with your science partner and make sure you finish the work by Monday. That's Monday coming. When you finish the science project, please export as PDF and upload to Seesaw. Seesaw will say that it can't upload the whole thing, or it can't preview the whole thing, and it can only show 20 pages. Don't worry about that. I can actually access the full document, so it's no problem at all. So there won't be a class meeting because there will be a Form 5 full exercise class, so you'll see everybody there. So if you want to chat to me today, I'll be on Zoom this morning, or send me a message. But otherwise, have a lovely Easter, have a break, do fun things that you want to do, skills you want to learn, keep reading. Look out for an email that's going to come from Miss Austin. I've made a list of fun holiday activities that you can do. But yeah, have a great time. I know you're not going away, but have a holiday in your home. Make the most of the time with your family and just relax and enjoy.